are watching Channel Adrian TV.
Yo YouTube, welcome back to another sneaker review. I know it's been a while, and y'all are here for the review on the Air Jordan 11 Gammas. Now y'all, before we get into this video, as you see, I have a few shoes on the table. A lot of times, if this is your first sneaker review from me, a lot of times I put shoes on the table that can come with a theme with the shoe that I'm interviewing, or the last sneaker review I did do, which happens to be these taxis right here. I'll make sure to put the link in the description. And also, when you look on the table, I have the Gratitude 11s right here, and I have the Cherry 11s right here. I'll get into the theme later in the video, but to me, the Cherries, the Gratitudes, the Gammas, these are 11s that are part of the new nostalgia of the younger generation, because these aren't OG colorways, but I'll get into that later. And I just gotta say, y'all, 2025, I know I've been saying it for the last few videos, and y'all been hearing other sneaker YouTubers say this as well. 2025 has been the best year, in my personal opinion, for releases. These Gammas, the undefeated 4s, white cement 4s, the metallic silver 5s, those reimagined 5s, the grapes, which I know a lot of people didn't like, but I loved, the aquas. A lot of shoes that came out, which I consider my own personal grails, came out this year, except for the Bordeaux 7s and the Raptor 7s. JB and Nike, I need those. Y'all need to release them. And I know I'm missing other shoes that released this year, but 2025 was a great year for people who are into sneakers. Now y'all are here for these shoes right here, the Air Jordan 11 Gammas. Now, before we even get into the shoe, let's discuss the history of the shoe. We all know the Air Jordan 11 is the most famous Jordan. I would say even the people who aren't really into sneakers, for the most part, know what the Air Jordan 11 is. We all know it was made by Tinker Hatfield. Jordan wore these in the comeback season in 95 and 96. Tinker and MJ both wanted a luxury type basketball shoe, something you could wear on the court and something you could wear off. And we all know he wore these during the 72-10 season, not the Gamma, but the Air Jordan 11s. But y'all know I just have to throw this information out there, because believe it or not, we're old heads, we're unks, we're OGs. A lot of younger kids who are watching us on YouTube, they're learning about these sneakers. So that's why I always do a brief summary of whatever shoe I'm describing. Now let's get into the Gammas, which y'all see right here. I'm going to get to that shoe, but let's get into the box. You have the Gamma Blue Jumpman, and I don't know if y'all realize this. I'll make sure to put B-rolls on the screen for y'all. This is the same exact box the Gratitudes came in. As you can see, my Gratitude box, which is a little dusty, Gratitude box, Gamma Blue box, literally the same box, same design. Only thing is, this has the gold at the hole, the 23 Jumpman. On the Gammas, Gamma Blue Jumpman, Gamma Blue in the hole, Gamma Blue on the back. Now, when you open the box, of course, we get the carbon fiber paper, and you will get in the corner, you'll get the green sticker, and then the stamp, the 25 BC, whatever that means, don't know, with all those numbers. And now y'all, we get to the beautiful shoe, and I'll talk about quality control at the very end of this video, because something happened to my pair of shoes, and to be honest with you, a lot of people it would piss off. Now, I wasn't really upset, but I'm still keeping them anyway. I know it's an all black shoe, but I like the contrast with the Gamma Blue on the back, and then also I like the bottom of the translucent sole with the Gammas on the herringbone tractions, but the off type of blue, type of bland blue, I don't, because that's not Gamma Blue, that's on the translucent sole. I've always liked this about this shoe, and what everybody has been saying, the patented leather is higher on this one than previous ones. And like I said, you can see higher patented leather on the Gratitudes, the Cherries, because on the OGs, the Gammas that came out in 2013, the patented leather was lower. Now, me personally, I like the higher patented leather. I've always had. Do I mind the lower patented leather? No, but if I had a choice, I would always choose the higher patented leather. Now, on the top of the shoe, we have black nylon mesh all the way around the top of the shoe, and mesh on the tongue, where if you go to the middle of the tongue, you'll see Jumpman Jordan with the Gamma Blue Jumpman in the middle, and the lace lock system, which is reminiscent from the Nike CB 94s. Also, the Griffey has those. And then if you didn't know, Teaker Hatfield work on those shoes with Tracy Teague. So a lot of these shoes share the same similarities. Once you see the speed lace lock system and stuff like that, it makes sense why a lot of those shoes in those mid 90s all kind of had same components but minor details that switched the shoe completely. Was because Tinker Hatfield and Tracy Teague were literally making all the shoes. And inside the shoe you have a carbon fiber plate at the very bottom, which is dope. I like the simplicity of the shoe, how it's pretty much all black with just a gamma blue and that off bland pale blue on the translucent sole. These have grown on me to be one of my favorite pair in 11s. Now I know some people have been talking about the younger generation liking these over the Space Jams, and I can understand that just because of, if you see my Gratitude and Cherries, you see how dirty they are? Even when you clean them, it's hard to keep clean. But I can understand why some people say that. Now, for me personally, I would still hold the Space Jams over this, but this is up there for me. And to continue with the shoe, you have the dark patent leather wrapped around the midsole of the shoe. And then, which I would say is one of the best parts of the Air Jordan 11, the translucent sole, the herringbone traction pods. Like I said, with this faded blue translucent sole, it makes the shoe go all together. And plus, the yellow maze on the Jumpman, it really pops because of the black and the gamma blue, especially on the back of the heel tab, which is the 23. Earlier, I said a term about the new nostalgia. You have to think about it. In 2013, a lot of people were still in college or still in high school to where they couldn't buy J's like this. Now, for the younger generation, these J's are getting re-released. For example, these Gammas. So that's their Space Jam. That's their Concord. That's why I said the Cherries and the Gratitudes and these Gammas are going to be the younger generation's nostalgia. I could think about it when I was younger in 2013 when these dropped. When these shoes first came out in 2013, think about it. Kanye Yeezus came out. Drake, Nothing Was the Same, which a lot of people will consider his best album. I just want to put y'all back in time. In 2013, what was going on? Breaking Bad just ended. Future, Turn on the Lights. Wale, Bad. Just me remembering those memories. I can understand why this Jordan is part of that new nostalgia for the younger generation. Y'all, overall, I will give this shoe a 10 out of 10, but with quality control, everything was fine, everything was perfect. But I will put a picture up and show y'all. One of the Jumpman stitching was coming, is either undone or flipped to where there's actually white showing, and I'll put the picture up so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, when I saw this, of course I was a little bit disappointed, but these shoes sold out everywhere. And if you look at the resale price, it's a little bit crazy right now, so it's fine. I'm still gonna keep these. Now, will I double up on these? I don't know if I'm gonna double up on these, but next year when those Space Jams come out, I will be doubling up on those. So overall, a great shoe, and I think it'll be a great addition for anybody's collection. Now, like I said, y'all, I really don't hoop in 11s, and y'all, I really don't hoop in 11s, but I hoop in 10s. As you see, the white and black steel gray 10s. And the shadow 10s, I still need to do a review on this, y'all. I didn't forget, but y'all see on my channel, I'm dropping 2 videos a day. I'm very busy, but I definitely will get to the shadows. I got these shoes from CU Palace, so I paid the extra, what, $18.53 for shipping because I'm not camping out anymore. I work hard enough to where I'll pay the extra $20 for shipping if I could get the shoe. Now, my review may be late because I did get the Air Jordan 8 Bugs Bunnies, but they're being shipped to me, so I think they're gonna get here on the 30th. That might be my first review of the new year, but I still, like I said, I still gotta do the shadows. But y'all, did you get the Gammas? And what do you think about the Gammas, and where do you put that in your hierarchy of Air Jordan 11s? For me, it'll at least be in my top 5. And I just want to say, y'all, I appreciate the support. And I gotta travel for the holiday, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to drop my top pickups from 2025 video on time because, like I said, y'all, my schedule is hectic and I'm working over 40 hours a week, editing 2 videos a day. It takes up a lot of time. Then trying to, you know, work out, go to the gym, do all these things still. So I may not be able to drop it on time, but I guarantee you I will be dropping that video. So y'all, let me know in the comments, what did you think about the Gamma release? What do you think about 2005 sneaker releases? And what do you think about how I said about the new nostalgia for the younger generation? Because a lot of these colorways are OGs to us, but for the younger generation who are in middle school and high school, or maybe in college, to them, this is their OGs to them. So y'all remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want sneaker reviews, reaction videos, police body cam reaction videos, early morning and late nights where I talk about pop culture, give you workout motivation, anything you could think of, subscribe to Channel Adrian TV. I appreciate all the support. I hope you and your family have a Merry Christmas, and I will see y'all in the next video.